Android 15, also codenamed Vanilla Ice Cream, just got released, and I know what you're thinking. Already? Yeah, time flies, and you can manually flash the first developer preview if you have one of the latest Google Pixel devices. Though I wouldn't recommend it, because as of now, it's pretty bare bones, and with any new developer update, you're bound to experience a ton of issues, bugs, and plenty of crashes. So instead, I took the bullet for you guys and flashed it on my Pixel 7 Pro so that you don't have to. So drop your thumbs up for that, and let's dive in. Starting with the name, of course it's officially called Android 15, but internally, Google developers are still following the dessert name trend and have codenamed it Vanilla Ice Cream. You can even find the name within the system settings of the About Phone section and within the Quick Settings panel. It's kind of funny too, because we're so used to calling the base version of an Android Vanilla Android, and now Android 15 is literally codenamed Vanilla Ice Cream.
How the turntables.
Also, in celebration of this new update, I just dropped these new Android 15 inspired walls so that you can also get a fresh new look on your home screen, only on my Patreon link down below. Now the first change that I noticed is that the Easter egg within the About Phone section of the settings has now been changed to a triangular shape to match the same logo as the Android 15 logo. Granted, this was already changed within Android 14 QPR3 Beta 1, but it's still worth noting. There's also a new feature called Notification Cooldown, which gradually lowers the notification volume whenever you get bombarded with messages or notifications back to back from the same app. You can even choose to apply it to just your conversations or all your notifications, and I'm sure it'll save you plenty of headaches if you're in a ton of group chats. Within the vibration and haptics menu of the settings, there is now a new option at the very bottom called Keyboard Vibration, and this will essentially disable the keyboard's haptics no matter what keyboard app you use. Even if you have a keyboard app that, for whatever reason, doesn't let you disable the touch vibration, this OS setting will let you do it, which is pretty nice. When changing the brightness in the quick settings, you now get some haptic feedback. It's super subtle, but it's a nice little addition. Just like in the Android 14 QPR2 release, Android 15 lets you expand the Bluetooth tile and quickly switch between your paired devices without needing to jump into the settings. This one is mostly for developers, but within the developer options, there is now a new setting called Show HDR/SDR Ratio, and as the name clearly states, it shows you the ratio between HDR and SDR composition for any photos when they are full screened. If you have a Pixel Fold running Android 15, you'll now have a new feature called Continue Using Apps on Fold. And this will let you have more control over what happens when you fold or unfold the device while using any apps. So if you like all of your apps to automatically transition between screens whenever you fold or unfold the device, you can set it to always. There's also an option called Swipe to Continue, which will allow you to swipe up on the lock screen after you fold the device to continue to use the app on the other screen. Or if you like your front display to stay locked whenever you fold your device, then you have that option. It just gives you a bit more control, which is nice, because as of now with Android 14, it's kind of unpredictable to know which apps will automatically transition to the inner or outer screen. And that's pretty much it for the first Android 15 Developer Preview 1. Like I said, as of right now, it's pretty bare bones with only a few minor tweaks. We should be seeing a lot more features though and changes in the next few months. Here's a timeline of when we can expect to see new Android 15 releases. Just like last year, beta releases will be around the springtime, with the final stable release being around the summer, which I'm sure by then we can expect to see the new Pixel flagship. As of right now though, there are a few rumors about what we may see in some future Android 15 updates that are really exciting. The first is that Android 15 could finally bring back lock screen widgets. That's right, Android expert Michal Rahman was able to manually activate a new communal space command that was under development in Android 14's build, and it brought a new section to the lock screen that was filled with a selection of supported widgets. Now from the screenshots he showed off, it's pretty obvious that this feature is still in an early work in progress state since it's got a really buggy interface, but I'm still really excited. He also speculates that Google may reserve these lock screen widgets for just tablets and other multi-user devices, which would be a huge bummer, but either way I'm still crossing my fingers. Android 15 could also let you save app pairs to your home screen for quick access, so that way you can easily open two of your favorite apps into split screen without a hassle. And with phones getting bigger and bigger each year, This feature makes sense. Some manufacturers even already offer this feature on their foldables, so Google making this a native feature on Android would be great. Another awesome rumor is that Android 15 could let you archive apps within their app info page. In other words, for apps that you rarely use but don't want to uninstall, you can archive to downsize the app's package and not lose any of its app data. To open it again, your phone would just need to download a few extra files to get it working. This option is already available on the Play Store, where it automatically archives apps that you don't use that often to free up some storage space. But if it becomes available within the app info page, then I'm sure we can have more control of what apps we'd like to archive ourselves. Android 15 could also let you hide all of your sensitive apps within a new feature called Private Space. Will automatically pause its incoming notifications when it isn't being used, and will need extra authentication to open it up. Some other phones like Samsung already have this feature under a different name, but if this feature comes to native Android, that would be a huge plus. Even though we all love trying out new features with every new Android update, it's obviously making smartphones a lot more complicated to use, especially for someone who's not so good with technology. So for your older folks, Android 15 might include a new easy preset option which automatically enlarges icons and text, adds contrast, bolds everything, and adds the navigation buttons to the bottom of the screen. In Android 14, Google added a new API that lets third-party apps show you the phone's battery health. And with Android 15, this data could be a lot easier to access through the battery section of the settings. Not sure why they didn't do this in the first place, but hopefully they finally make this right. Anyways, tap this video right here to see all the features released in Android 14 so that you can be up to date with everything that's new. And on top of that, if you like my new setup, you can click this video right here to see the entire construction of it and maybe get some ideas for your setup. Let me know in the comments what feature you like to see within Android 15. I'm really curious and I'll heart the ones I like the most. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!